Hello, everybody. My name is Phoebe Koundouri. I'm a professor of economics and sustainable development at the Athens University of Economics and Business and at the Technical University of Denmark. I also lead the United Nations Sustainable Development Solutions Network Global Climate Hub, and I'm the president of the World Council of Environmental and Natural Resource Economies Associations. This includes the European Association, the US Association, the Latin American Association, the African Association, the Asian, and the Australian Association. I'm going to take these 5 minutes to showcase the need for digital twins, but not just earth sciences digital twins. I will advocate for the need of integrated digital twins between earth sciences and the socioeconomy. And in doing so, I will showcase the work that we do, and I hope you can see my slide at the Global Climate Hub of the Sustainable Development Solutions Network, which is a global network with 2,000 university members working on the implementation and development of solutions relevant to the implementation of the Sustainable Development Goals of Agenda 2030. So this Global Climate Hub focuses on developing pathways to meet policy targets. The SDGs are our global agenda. The SDGs have been transposed in various regions and countries of the world in elaborate policy framework. In Europe, for example, we have the European Green Deal, which is a big framework, policy framework of regulations and laws and directives focusing on the implementation of climate neutrality, ecosystems, resilience, clean tech leadership of European companies, and socioeconomic cohesion, not to leave anybody behind. So we have our targets and we have the policy framework to meet our targets. At the same time, we can measure the level of achieving these targets. At the United Nations Sustainable Development Solutions Network, every year we produce a report that showcases what is the performance of different countries and regions of the world and sub-regions of the world with regards to implementing the SDGs. So we have a measurement of where we are, and we also have our policy targets, which indicates where we want to go. In order to develop the pathways to cover the distance from where we are to where we want to go, we need to understand and model the interaction between the natural systems that a digital twin can give us, and the economic system and the social system. And in doing so, we need to work on the green layer of the Global Climate Hub, which I call interdisciplinary mathematical modeling for developing resilient mitigation and adaptation pathways. And here we downscale climate scenarios, we work on energy systems and how they can become climate neutral. We work on transport systems that are climate resilience and climate neutral. We work on land use and food use systems and marine use systems and how over time they can become climate neutral, health systems and innovation systems. And every time we try to identify the most cost-efficient technologies, the additionally needed policies, and also try to answer the question how we are going the pathways, the optimal mixture of technologies and policies and transformations that are going to be implemented. So the results of the climate system, the energy and transport system, the land use and marine system, the health system, the innovation system, and integrated into integrated assessment models that derive the socioeconomic pathways. And this is the green layer. The blue layer is the layers that integrates in this interdisciplinary systems approach, stakeholders participatory approaches, which starts day one of the systems thinking of the green layer above, and basically works with the stakeholders to validate every step of the systems integration. And not only that, but it also equips the stakeholders with the skills and knowledge in order to understand the problems and understand how they can engage in the co-design and also become shareholders in the solutions that are going to be implemented. These two simultaneous processes, the scientific and the stakeholder engagement process, can become another layer in the Earth Sciences digital twin. And this layer will be very efficient, and this is what we are already building as the climate data platforms and digital applications, third layer of the global climate hub. And it will allow not just modeling the Earth systems, not just modeling the interaction between the Earth systems and the energy systems, the transport systems, the land use systems, the marine use systems, the health systems, the innovation system. It will also allow socioeconomic and financial support, evidence-based, science-based support of the integrated pathways that will derive from the systems. So at the end of the day, you have a digital twin that provides really holistic and integrated policy advice. And this policy advice can refer to governments and regions of the world and international in the international space, but it can also be downscaled to company level. It can also be downscaled to corporations level, to financial institutions level, in order to understand how they can move from where they are to a climate resilience, climate neutral, but also biodiversity resilient and SDG resilient world. It is definitely deployable massively, and it has a very robust business case because it can really provide holistic, implementable policy advice that integrates nature, society, and economy at all different levels, at all different scales. The corporations can follow this work that it is being transposed into a digital twin, into a tool, in order to identify the most efficient and resilient way to transform in order to become compatible with the new era of the green and digital transition. The financial institutions can do the same. The local authorities can do the same. The regional authorities can do the same. The national authorities can do the same. The international authorities can do the same. So as long as you allow different scales in the structure, as long as you allow detail in the data and in the modeling, as long as you allow integration of all three layers, nature, society, and economy, and as long as you allow advice that is really transformative, but can also be implemented because you can identify the financial model for the implementation. implementation, then you have very useful tool ready to be massively deployed, a tool that does not exist yet, and it is really needed. Thank you very much for your patience. I will just say that this is work that is started under the Alliance of Excellence for Research and Innovation of IFORIA, which is a team of 200 researchers that I lead, and it works in a very interdisciplinary and intradisciplinary approach. Thank you very much for your patience.